What's up? So I had something funny happen today in direct relation to today's lesson. And admittedly, it happened on February 7th. So I wrote a piece on February 7th, 2021. Today is February 7th, 2021. And I was listening to something earlier today in reference to what I'm about to read here, which brought me back to this. So I found it really interesting that a year ago to the day, I felt compelled to talk about this. Coincidences are real sometimes. But for those who don't know, I have a blog that is rarely updated anymore, admittedly. It's my outlet, my escape to write. And in there is some goodies if you ever want to go check it out, brandonhead.com. But anywho, the title of this blog was called, Is It Time to Go to War? And what I heard today earlier was about being prepared for the worst. Preparing yourself for war, but praying for peace. That was the description. Pray for peace, prepare for war. And it reminded me of this. And again, it's funny that it's been a year. So let me dive right into it. Apologies for the delay. I'm going to read it and kind of give my notes on it as we go along, like I like to do. A wise king never seeks out war, but he must always be ready for it. Odin Allfather. For those that don't know him, that's Thor's father in the Marvel series, Thor. There are reasons why some people are simply more successful at things than others. I've discussed many aspects of this ad nauseum, so I'll spare you the things that you may already know, but one thing in particular that I haven't really touched on has to do with the quote above. Training is kind of like that quote, is it not? By chasing fitness, we prepare every day for the fight against things that will bring our health down. The truth is that we're at war with ourselves and our environment every single day. Now, I wrote this from a coach perspective, okay? But I want to apply it to our lives in our businesses, ourselves, our families, as I go along. The truth is that we're at war with ourselves and our environment every single day. Some days we win, some days we lose, and some days it's a draw. The more we give in, the more we lose. The more we fight, the more we win. So it's not a secret that there are struggles that we face every single day. And the more that you put yourself through difficult times and struggle, the harder that you build yourself. There's a good analogy out there with boiling an egg, right? An unboiled egg, you drop it, it cracks, it breaks, it's done. But you hard boil it, you drop, the shell cracks, but it doesn't break. It's like that. You build and get stronger and stronger by going through those hard, heavy, hot times. The other analogy is a diamond, right? Put enough pressure on coal, you get a diamond. Anyway, are you fighting? I mean, really fighting. Do you wage war against things that you hold back daily? Is there a key thing? If there's a key thing that I've realized in the fitness space, it's being physically active consistently has a direct benefit of making someone highly resilient. So here's the tie-in to this. And the reason why it was really important at the time and still is today, that if there's one thing that's probably lacking in your life to help you make yourself strong, durable, resilient, ready for war, it's your body, right? The physical aspect of yourself is what gets you prepared to go through struggle. It's as simple as that. So if you're not taking care of your body, you're missing out. And you don't get the dexterity, you don't get that benefit of resilience through that effort. But only those that are willing to fight willing to do the hard things, willing to make sacrifices, and willing to focus for longer than a few days really reap the benefits. Long-term focus is important here. Now, this is outside the realm of fitness. This flows in line with just being consistent with what you're doing, even on the bad days, even when it's hard, even when there's struggles, even when you don't want to. That's preparing. Everyone else chalks it up to just some BS excuse. And that's the world we live in. I can't do this because I don't have enough time. I've talked about that. I can't do this because it's too hard. I can't do this because I'm not good enough. I can't do this. Simple as that. It's a fucking excuse. I've explained in the past that daily physical activity is a catalyst for prompting change in your life, and it really is. Lives have been exponentially changed in my gym just by being physically active. And if you're not doing that, you are missing out 100%. What I've seen, though, is when a person has a defeatist mentality, physical efforts are going to be too much to ask, and the cycle starts all over again because they haven't done it enough. They haven't put themselves through those positions. When something gets too hard, they quit. It's a learned thing. It's a habit. And you have to unlearn the habit by putting yourself through physical, mental stress. So how do we win? Choose the battle. Embrace difficulty. Look for challenges. The more you choose difficult, the easier it becomes to stay the course. The more you prepare for the fight, the more likely you are to win. And that's that. I would say that was pretty good. Bottom line, y'all. If you work hard to be prepared for anything that's thrown at you, whether it's literal violence or verbal violence and abuse, you can better handle it, both mentally, physically, spiritually. But that's never going to happen if you don't prepare. You can't just sit around and then it happened to you and wonder what you're going to do in that moment. Because if you do, you're going to get fucking beat. And you're going to get beat hard. And you're going to go quit, cry, and probably not do it again. And hide and do nothing. Get out there and work. Get out there and do some struggles. Get out there and go to war.